take these problems right off your mind. Don't got the time, paying this bullshit, no fucking mind. Hope one day we take this hate, put in love in our minds. Go take your time, let me know if you wanna free your minds. Relaxing, go take these problems right off your mind. Don't got the time, paying this bullshit, no fucking mind. Hope one day we take this hate, put in love in our minds. I pray that this pain, he take it away. Living and fighting to see one more day from a jungle that's full of them lions and snakes. So many my homies not living today. Laguni, my cousin, he passed away. I miss my little nigga like every day. Not a day that goes by, I don't think of today. The hand I was dealt, so that's what I go play. DC forever, that's where he gon' lay. Them niggas see me, they say he from LA. PG County and Suitland, right there where I stay. You know YG don't care, we could go run his fade. But niggas gon' fight, they gon' shoot you today. I wish they would listen and do what I say. I used to be up and go run with a gang, so the Glock and go bust it. I dump on you, gang. Until what I saw, it was causing you pain. Your mama, your family, your whole fucking gang. See, I was the devil with blood on his fangs. I had to fall back and go stay in my lane. Until what I saw, it was causing you pain. Your mama, your family, your whole fucking gang. See, I was the devil with blood on his fangs. I had to fall back and go stay in my lane. Time, let me know if you wanna free your minds. Relaxing, go take these problems right off your mind. Don't got the time, paying this bullshit, no fucking mind. Hope one day we take this hate, put in love in our minds. Go take your time, let me know if you wanna free your minds. Relaxing, go take these problems right off your mind. Don't got the time, paying this bullshit, no fucking mind. Hope one day we take this hate, put in love in our minds. From a city that kills you and gives you no hope. You can hear the shit in all the lyrics I wrote. See, I'm body and mind, but I'm lost to the soul. But never go bend, plus I'm never gon' fold. Never say never, that's what I was told. Mr. Goldsmith with a heart full of gold. Used to go treasure my heart and my soul till they ripped this shit out and I lost me control. Traveling to my journey on this road. Think you a killer, that shit makes you bold. I think you confused about your life and your soul. I know what you feel, that's that feeling so cold. This shit getting to you is eating you slow. You better go get it, go get you a hoe. A grip on your shit for you slip, let it go. If you don't want to listen, I just let it go. Try make a difference, but nothing is different. We tripping and slipping, we falling so slow. Let's get us all up, get us back on our feet. It's something much bigger, we must go defeat. You black, you a nigga, look at you, you me. You hating yourself when you looking at me. So why should I kill you, my brother, who looks just like someone out there that's related to me? Time, yeah, let me know if you wanna free your minds. Relaxing, go take these problems right off your mind. Don't got the time, paying this bullshit, no fucking mind. Hope one day we take this hate, put in love in our minds. Go take your time, let me know if you wanna free your minds. Relaxing, go take these problems right off your mind. Don't got the time, paying this bullshit, no fucking mind. Hope one day we take this hate, put in love in our minds.
We're sorry, you have reached a number that has been disconnected.
What's that on that beat?
Wanna float across the sea with YG on some magic. Rainbows and clovers, I feel it, is it magic? Is it when I swerve, when I cut through this traffic? Is it really magic? Don't know if it's magic. Walking on my own, climb up out this attic. I clean out my closet, it's all shit I'm trashing. Don't ask for no donations, there's no you can't have it. I love making this music, to me this is magic. I'm so way above the rim, I got hang time. I'm so showtime, like I'm from the baseline. This beat touched my soul from the baseline. So now when showtime, like I jump from the baseline. I'm not surprised, but I know that it takes time to get your break and shine your blood, that's a great line. The homie, he's so dope that you could take mine. My shit go pop it in and you'll go have a great time. This greatness, it takes time, my greatness defines. That's why he's YG, I'm young greatness all the time. Stand on my own too, cause I be on some man time. Fuck you gon' do, bitch, walking up, I grab mine. I'm from the west side, no bitch, I'm gon' stand mine. I don't cap, I'm from the way back like a landline. I used to watch Nigga Night, that's pump slugs and ass time. Caught your shit slipping at the light, homie, like last time. Wanna float across the sea with YG on some magic. Rainbows and clovers, I feel it, is it magic? Is it when I swear, when I cut through this traffic? Is it really magic? Don't know if it's magic. Walking on my own, climb up out this attic. I clean out my closet, it's all shit I'm trashing. Don't ask for no donations, there's no you can't have it. I love making this music, to me this is magic. Looking back on life to see or imagine Tryna put away my pain with all this sadness. I go fly away to some place filled with magic. I just keep on spazzing on my paying my taxes. Sometimes I'm broke as fuck, could only imagine. Gas, food, and rent, sometimes I don't have it. When I'm working like a slave, what is this madness? Say fuck the bullshit and go light up in traffic. Something's up ahead, just another small hazard. I won't, don't go change, nigga, fuck with all that capping. I won't throw no shade, I ain't looking for no static. Don't want no smoke unless it's weed, but is it magic? Unicorns with leprechauns and a giraffe, bitch. Come look for me and you gon' see more than this magic. Abracadabra, he pulling out a rabbit. West Coast California, he keep it in his accent. And why you don't know, bitch, I keep the party jamming. Go ask your homeboys, all your niggas and your family. All my homeboys, my homegirls and all their families. All of your hoes and all your bros, go ask your man. Wanna fly across the sea with YG on some magic. Rainbows and clovers, I feel it, is it magic? Is it when I swear when I cut through this traffic? Is it really magic? Don't know if it's magic. Walking on my own, climb up out this attic. I clean out my closet, it's all shit I'm trashing. Don't ask for no donations, there's no you can't have it. I love making this music, to me this is magic. Come float across the sea with YG, him so magic. Floating to the ceiling, is it me or just magic? 32 or 23, this beat ball I'm grabbing. I do this 24 way, all day won't go past it. Kobe Bean up out them seats to them rafters. Look up, you can see YG greatness I'm after. You can tell it's me by all my mixes and masters. Walk across the sea, it's just me with no pastor. Only it's the God in me, you see why I've mastered. My own damn flows, nigga, this shit I crafted. In California ain't no place like it's magic. Come see for yourself, blood, don't ask me no questions. In California ain't no place like it's magic. Palm trees, police, gangbangers in traffic. In California ain't no place like it's home. Clutch your gun in traffic at the light, that's how you make it home. Wanna float across the sea with YG on some magic. Rainbows and clovers, I feel it, is it magic? Is it when I swear when I cut through this traffic? Is it really magic? Don't know if it's magic. Walking on my own, climb up out this attic. I clean out my closet, it's all shit I'm trashing. Don't ask for no donations, there's no you can't have it. I love making this music, to me this is magic.
If I can leave you with anything, I want to leave you with this.
I'm trying to shine like that diamond, picky ring and crushed it. You know YG, yeah that's me, ragged and rough it. The dopest of the dopest, you can't sniff it, I'll go touch it. I don't do too well, took a couple L's, then brushed it. The fuck off my shoulders, dick swinging while I be strutting. Never like a bitch, my dick and balls come and suck this. If you don't go fuck with this, I have to come and cut you. My Glocks, they gon' snuff you. The Rugers, that's gon' touch you in the most pedophilic way, like I rape children, fuck you. But I don't do that shit, dog, I'm not a sucker. Pee-wee Herman, motherfucker, bet I spit you when I gut you. Let's spark a conversation about the greatest, no interruptions. I'm killing bass lines, the drums, snares, and percussions. Piano kicks that's so sick, my flows full of rivers and flows. I can't control when my lyrics they pose. Like granite cats and dogs outside. Niggas they running hot. I do more than breaking your face. I'm gon' murder your fucking pride. Don't fuck with this cool cat. He got more than 9 lives. A dangerous wolf, seeking blood the head of his pride. Walk up on you in broad day, murder you outside. Then hop back in the ride. You gotta lay low when you slide. Too many eyes watching.
watching your moves, they in disguise. I heard snakes eat rats, fuck that. Which one am I? Gotta classify yourself if the street life make you blink tight. You gotta make sure your soul is alright. You sleep tight. So why you wanna play me like a bitch for? I'm 5'11", 135, I'm killing niggas at 6'4". Kicking down the door, shooting niggas hit the floor. Cause this shit is hardcore, shooting your bitch and your whore. We never shoot the kids, we kidnap them for extortion. Don't come up with this ransom, it's a permanent abortion. My shit is so sick, I'm twisted like contortion. Eat your brains like a piece of pie, I want more than a portion. I done walked through this hell, the flames, the feeling scorching. The devil, he want my soul back, not just the
that's a bet.
I fucked this bitch in hell and gave him my Air Forces. Is your life more important than them chains that you sporting? Take them off, nigga, this a jack boy move. Any nigga try to run, he get clapped till his brains moves. Niggas I kill, murder niggas for cheap thrills, fucking bitches in the ass, rolling off the E-pills. That's just how I do. I let them know I keep it G still. The G and YG, that stands for greatness. That's me still. Peace be still. God told me to keep it real with these lyrics that I spill, but it's more of what I feel. Should I live or should I die? Should I murder? Should I kill any motherfucking body that I feel like? And that shit is just real life. Remember who we killed, like they hate the world we act like, the ones that we live like. Better keep this real tight, just like a fist fight. I use my fist and not the gun to walk around with every night. Putting niggas to sleep, 6 feet, that's my steez. Follow the smell of the weed, you find a body in the leaves. Over there behind the bushes, not too far from the trees. I'm with niggas who keep it real, plus they show me how to kill. How the fuck they find me? I'm too motherfucking ill. I've been
Yeah, me too, bro. I might put this nigga, I might put him in shooting guard. Like Tyler Hero, cause I'm like,
you know the code of the streets. Some shit'll get you smoked, you 6 below in the week.
I'm about to see how it's gonna work for the
They
night.
was molded from the week, never taught to hold they own. Them niggas told in the week. I prayed to God and Allah until my soul was complete. It's Allah, I'm not Muslim or Christian, any religion. That's the plan, divide man, then corrupting us with the vision. Don't you see it with your eyes? Come on, get up, my nigga. Put that pistol in your hand while you killing one less nigga. I know I got some demons myself, but I say fuck them. Smoking a fat blunt of sticky, sipping some Nantucket. My pants never too tight, the hammer gotta tuck it. Cause I be damn if I get caught without this motherfucker. Police or the jack boys, I be the first to bust it. Your brains left a few stains on the concrete gushing. You hear police sirens, the ambulance rushing. I don't give a fuck if a nigga get bucked trying to rush me. Yo, that's a bad move.
Alright, so
You'll end
game
up some
one
bad
tonight.
news. Just like one of those interviews from one of them flat dudes. Niggas be snitching, but then becoming a victim, kid. Cause I gotta be the one to murder you, then split your wig. Opposites attract. I'm the opposite of different kid. I'm just different, my differential is. I beg your pardon, don't you speak to me unless you niggas want this.
Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting New York Knicks. At small forward, OG Anunoby.
might as well be, bro.
At shooting guard, Wells.
Uh-oh, they got my homie TB Wells. Let's go, TB.
At center, Carl Anthony Towns. At the other guard position, Jalen Brunson. At the other forward position, James Huff. The head coach of the visiting team is Tom Thibodeau. Let's meet your New Orleans Pelicans. The man in the middle, standing 6'11", number 21, EMULATORS.
That's what I'm saying. Elevated music for them niggas. Like, that's crazy.
Forward, 6'9", number 25, Trey Murphy III. At the point, 6 feet 4 inches, number 5, DeJounte Murray. At guard, 6'3", number 3, CJ.
And the reason I'm doing NBA 2K also, right, while I'm just only doing Madden, is so that when I return to College Hoops 2K8 and I ask you guys, where do you see most of the prospects at fitting into the NBA? Like what teams? Because like I said, the teams I'm controlling is Seattle, New York Knicks, Los Angeles Lakers, the Clippers, Washington, the Wizards, the Kings, and the Charlotte Hornets. So
happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. Alongside Greg Anthony, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan, and tonight we'll be joined by the man with his finger on the pulse of the NBA, no one better than Shams Charania. Shams, it is so great to have you courtside with us.
Well, Kevin, thank you so much. Talking basketball is what and honestly, we were born to do, so let's do it.
And look at the guys by our side, man. We all love this game. Let's go right into it. So the New York starting five. Jalen Brunson out there with Wells. Then there's Jay. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Towns in at the center. And for New Orleans, in the guard spots, it'll be Murray and McCollum. Trey Murphy is out there with Williamson. And it's Messi in at the five, roaming the paint.
let's see if my homeboy TB Wells can change the trajectory of the firing of Tom Thibodeau.
To Zion, the Pelicans are right now.
The Pelicans learned last year that you can build around Zion Williamson. The struggle, though, is to keep him healthy. I'm told that the Pelicans are really happy about the way Zion Williamson showed last year that he can be on the court. And the Pelicans, I'm told, really believe in Zion Williamson. But there's really no way to find equal talent if they were to ever look to trade him. So the Pelicans have to wait it out and see how they can continue to compete in the West with Zion Williamson.
Quickly, do you think they have enough around him? Do you like the parts around Williams?
I do. The biggest thing in New Orleans, though, is staying healthy. We see a healthy group, a healthy Zion Williamson for the entire run of the playoffs. That's what everyone, not only in New Orleans, but the basketball world wants to see.
I hate how they stopped their path on here.
Through the contact down low. He's gotten better at that over the years.
Here's McCollum. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Pass to Huff. And
I wanted
Williamson.
Yeah, it really is, though. I'm not even going to lie. It's continuous. That's one thing I like about it. They don't just say one fact or one stat, and then after that, they don't say shit.
It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns.
OG.
Got a piece of it. And stolen by Murray. Now the dish to McCollum.
My bad, try to smoke this blunt, too.
And yes, it's good. He's got 5. And with the new broadcasting deals, NBA salaries figuring Shams to skyrocket.
And we're not even just talking about the players, Kevin. It's the coaches. It's the front office executives. Everyone is seeing some massive, massive paydays. Every single year we're seeing the biggest contract in league history, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger in years to come.
Are you surprised at the size of some of these coaching deals? I mean, the numbers are amazing to me.
Coaching, these front office deals, it's getting higher and higher. And once Monty Williams signed the deal he did in 2023, that only elevated the market for coaches, and front office executives also are getting big paydays.
Here's Wells, following the score by DeJounte Murray. Back to Brunson. Shot clock at 6, and looks like the illegal kick is set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Now here's McCollum. His last outing, 16 points for him.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Wells passes to Anunoby. Some nice passing by New York here. Fires from deep. Huff, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Shams, you've been around the NBA for a long time now.
Yeah,
Which
I'm not no 2K player,
enjoy
so
watching the most?
Greatness, especially the guys that are regarded among the greatest of all time, like LeBron James, like Stephen Curry, like Kevin Durant. You have to throw those in there. But this is a new era, a new crop. The Jason Tatums, Jalen Browns, Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Have to throw Luka Doncic in there. You have Donovan Mitchell, you have Paolo Banchero, you have Tyrese Halliburton, you have Joel Embiid. You have
like I said, I ain't no 2K player. I'm just trying to throw it in there because I got college hoops 2K. You feel me?
Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Devin Booker,
Cash.
Zion Williamson, Anthony Davis, De'Aaron Fox, Victor Wembanyama. So let's not have anyone.
Yeah, he running everybody the fuck down.
They're all fun to watch. And so here is New Orleans. After New York gets the 3 and foul on the shot, he'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
An impressive young talent, and Murphy knows his role is to use that scorer's mentality.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First one falls for him. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for the Knicks.
Yeah, you could create teams in 2K. Yeah. 2K8, yeah, you can create teams.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Hey, Shams, for the past decade that you've been a major player in the NBA, it's been LeBron's league, it's been Curry's league. Who else is going to take over this league, you think, coming up around the corner?
Given the NBA Finals, we just have to throw in Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown, and Luka Doncic into the fold as far as faces of the NBA. But Nikola Jokic is so good. He will be one of the guys for a while. Giannis Antetokounmpo, you have to mention him as well. But ultimately, you have to also keep an eye on Victor Wembanyama, the way that Victor Wembanyama could take over the league. And already, so early, was so special. Victor Wembanyama is someone to
Matter of
keep
fact,
an eye
that'd be a good one to do.
They've just passed a note down to me, our gang here. What about Anthony Edwards at Minnesota? He's another one, right? Young American player who is really making an impact.
Anthony Edwards, Devin Booker, you have to consider those two as well. And it's special, the crop of young players that we have coming up in this league. One of them is sure to emerge as this generation's, whether you want to call it Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, there will be a face out of this crop.
And we cannot wait. Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Robinson Earls checked in for Williamson. Herbert Jones comes in for Trey Murphy. Brown is checked in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Jose Alvarado in for DeJounte Murray. And Wells drops them both. Looking at the Knicks, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Chicago Bulls. Now Alvarado. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game.
Oh, for real?
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Here's a look at the stats for Jones. How his last 10 games.
You know they got them on
what's that? 6 points per game, 2 assists
college,
and 2 rebounds.
the NCAA
all,
basketball
you
team.
have to love the defensive grit he brings to games when he comes off the bench.
Yeah, I loved having options like
talking about Southern Illinois, the
Salukis,
Salukis, right?
Bring effort.
Or just
They
Edwardsville.
can change the attitude of a team.
Wells. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. To the paint. Here's Jones. Simmons pulls it in. The Knicks have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. And in last year's playoff, Shams, we did see a lot of players
Okay, TV Wells.
unable to play. What are some of the solutions that may be being talked about that you hear about?
Maybe I gotta play this game enough to get the hang of it.
5-game rule. Is it the more physical play? Is it the consequences of the regular season? The league is going to take a wait-and-see approach to determine if this is an issue they have to fix. But they do love the results of what this has brought as far as player availability.
Oh, okay.
They
Got
do
you.
seem sold on that 65 number, don't they?
100%. And at the end of the day, some of these injuries are flukish. There's a lot of, obviously, lower body injuries, and you can't measure that. I think the league is going to want to see more data over the next 5 to 10 years to really determine, does this rule impact the game and impact injuries?
First free throw is good. The Knicks making a switch here. Payne's checked in.
See, I'm mad they took tats off of basketball games. I'm so fucking mad, bro, about that shit. And football games. They took tats off.
And Brown drops them both. Now here's Payne. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. You communicate so much with NBA GMs. You talk with owners. You talk with personnel people. You know, knowing what they do, what is an overlooked part of how they operate their day-to-day jobs with these NBA teams?
A few things for me, Kevin.
Ooh,
It
Josh
is
Hart.
the relationships with agents, with other teams. Are they trusted? Do
So
they
I ain't
have
know.
the
I'm
trust
about to
of
start using
others?
Square to
That
shoot.
is of importance, certainly. And how well connected are they within the organization? How are they building their own front offices in their own buildings? But their thirst for information, their ability to use information to strategize, that is something that occurs every single day. Because if you know something is happening with a specific team, that could shape how you want to strategize your team moving forward.
On the free throw, no good.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Left side, Brown. Rebounded by Hart. The Knicks have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. McBride passes to Simmons. Second chance shot. He lays it in.
Come on, Simmons. Damn.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
On the wing, Jones.
He said loosely.
Cans it from
I
downtown.
use that term loosely.
Well,
Shit, I don't
Jones
blame you,
likes the
dog.
corner shot. He's put in the work to get fairly consistent from that area.
And here is Simmons. His last outing, he had 18 points. The offensive rebound. Payne
Cameron
shot is
Payne.
good.
Let's go.
And the Knicks lead by 3.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Guarded by Simmons. Here's Brown. It's rebounded by New York. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, tough environment. They were right there, but just missed some key shots.
Yeah, they had their chances and put up a fight, but it's so hard to win close games on the road.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. The Knicks making the shot. And the basket by Alvarado.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help
Yeah, it
of the
really
pick.
would.
New York leading by 3. The fadeaway. McBride's shot is off.
Well, he's
Because what
got
I was
the
going to do
green
is
light in
I got
that
NCAA
situation.
basketball 10,
They
right?
want him taking that
I did
shot, even if he didn't hit it to go.
a classic season with Damian Lillard at Weber State. And I was thinking about doing one with
Executed to perfection.
John Morant.
Greg. I mean, he had the rim in his sights and was not going to be stopped. Here's Alvarado and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Pelicans shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
He's off on the first. one drops. He ties it up. New York's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Robinson on the wing. Here's Payne. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Bulls in Chicago. Shoots over Alvarado. No good from the wing. And so it's Trey Murphy making highlights for the New Orleans Pelicans. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with them. Back right after this. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Well, their defense was incredible. Wreaking havoc and coming up with steals left and right. Just a tremendous effort.
My motherfucking lady done went to sleep, though. I thought she was going to cook and shit. Now I got to fucking cook and shit because it's 8 o'clock. I might just let this shit play out. I can still see your messages or whatever. So I'm going to let this shit play out. Damn.
Hey, Shams, I know you cover the league like no one else, but I've seen your jump shot. You have a sweet J. You must have played organized ball, I'm assuming.
I played a little bit in high school, Kevin, but once I got cut in high school, that's when I knew my career path would have to trend into what I'm doing now, into writing and covering the NBA. But listen, I have a lot of confidence in my jump shot, watching the players like Steph Curry shoot the basketball. I'm not trying to give any comparisons, but I do love to shoot the ball. That is the one thing I know I can do decently on.
I know. I love your answer.
Not much else, but I can shoot.
In the guard spots, it'll be Murray and McCollum. Williamson out there with Trey Murphy. And it's Messi in at the center position. That's the Pelicans' 5. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
Tried to get in there using his height. Murphy working through the defense.
There's the pass to Huff. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Wells kicks to Brunson. Brunson drops it in from the arc. Wow.
And in the past few years, Brunson's percentages from the corner has been outstanding, well above league average.
A 3 ball. Wells grabs the miss.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Here's Huff, covered by Williamson. Anunoby passes to Wells. Pulls it up. Messi grabs the rebound.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Now here's McCollum. Tight defense on him. Wide open look here for Murray. Buries it from 3-point range. Murray's got 5. Late June, NBA free agency is such a busy time for you, Shams. During the start of that hectic period, walk us through your day. What's your life like? I've asked you this before in previous times you've been out here with us, but do you get any sleep?
I'm up 24/7 because the great part about free agency, Kevin, is you never know when you might get that call, you might get that text, when a player has committed, when a player has decided to go to a specific NBA team. That is what I live for. That's what I know the fans live for, and I'm one of those fans, so I want to make sure I know as well, and I'm able to inform in an appropriate, timely, responsible, and fair way, and accurately. So for me, there's not much wiggle room when it comes to sleep. I try to make up for it later, but NBA free agency, trade deadline, draft, those are time periods when I know I have to be on. I might be getting a call now, Kevin, actually.
Well, wait, I was just going to ask you. We're doing this game. I'm looking at your phone. It's lighting up. You're looking down. You're looking at the game. You're talking to me. You're doing 2 things at once.
I have to be multitasking at all times, Kevin. You know that.
Oh, it's the best. moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
And you look at McCollum. He's not too far away from a spot in the starting five. A lot of votes have been coming his way.
And even if he doesn't get the fan votes he needs to become a starter, you have to believe he'll be a part of the Eastern Conference All-Star team.
And it seems like the anticipation just continues to build each year around this time of the season. Gonna be a fantastic weekend. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans, trailing by 4. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Just 5 on the clock. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You look at the Pelicans. They're sitting pretty, second place, and looking to take the top spot. And, of course, New York, 3.5 back.
And, you know, for the Pelicans, they've been on a tremendous run this season. All the pieces were in place coming into the year, and they haven't missed a beat. Great chemistry, great coaching, and potential to do some great things in the postseason.
Yeah, no one is taking them lightly. This is a team with everything you really need to make some noise in the playoffs.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Knicks?
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
And he knocks down the first one.
Your classic combo guard. C.J. McCollum can play off the ball as a shooting guard, but also can run the point at times. They're a valuable piece for this team.
So he gets them both.
Yeah, for some reason, McCollum has always flown under the radar. But he's a constant threat to score 20-plus points, and he does it efficiently.
Here's Huff. Really disappointing game for him in that loss to Chicago. Here's Anunoby. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
For New York, they have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
Taking 2 shots.
That's good from Anunoby. Herbert Jones, he's checked in for Trey Murphy. That one is no good. Pelicans trail by 5. Murray scanning the floor. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that 3rd foul.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the 2nd quarter of play. Brunson against Murray. 5 to shoot. Near the 3-point line, it's McCollum. And again, no good by New Orleans. Here's Anunoby. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
Did he lay an egg at the stripe in their previous game? Couldn't get anything to drop.
And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Anunoby. Pelicans trail by 7. Defended by Towns. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion. And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Bruce Brown, he's checked in for New Orleans. Simmons checked in for the Knicks. Miles McBride comes in for OG Anunoby. And so here is New York. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Wells kicks to Brunson. The close-range shot is good from Brunson.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
That's nice touch around the rim. McCollum makes the most of his opportunities down there.
Here's Brunson. And the layup falls. Brunson's got the lead up to 9 now for New York.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's McCollum, one of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game.
Well, clever as always. You can expect McCollum to spot and exploit those gaps.
New York leading by 7. McBride passes to Towns. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And so Brown will bring it up for New Orleans. Good on the shot. Brown's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, he got off to a slow start, but now in the second, he seems to be finding his rhythm.
Brunson kicks to Simmons. Back to Brunson. And there's another one for the Knicks.
He has gotten into a great rhythm here in this quarter, playing with just bundles of confidence.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
1:57 left now here in the second. Pass to Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wells grabs the miss.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Towns trying to get open, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And one area where Brunson's improved is in the clutch. He's a monster in crunch time. Nice to have a player you can depend on in those key situations.
The first free throw is good. New Orleans making a switch here. Alvarado's checked in. The Knicks also changing it up. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Miles McBride. And Hart subbed in for Towns. And both free throws good for Brunson. There's a minute 34 left in the first half. Alvarado with it. It's rebounded by Brunson. And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. And what a treat it was to have Sean stop by. He's definitely become part of the fabric of the NBA.
Yeah, and I'll say this. You won't meet a harder worker in terms of NBA coverage. Shams has amazing dedication to his craft.
Cameron Payne's checked in for Simmons. Alvarado finds Jones. 56 seconds left to play in the first half. 6 on the shot clock. Alvarado with it. Working on Payne. Misses from short range. The Knicks leading by 9. Here's Hart. And Jones pulls it down.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
He takes it in. Robinson pulls it in. Knicks have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. And he gets the bucket. Brunson's got the lead up to 11 now for the Knicks.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight, not wasting any chances, really using his head.
And it's Alvarado missing. It could go. Got it!
Oh, amazing! Perfect timing there.
34.
How about that? Just a perfect finish to the half as they tack on another 3 to their lead.
And so it's the New York Knicks sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Coach. This team is still developing. What do they need to do to really reach their max?
Just keep working every day. Give maximum effort, great concentration, and play to win. Make winning plays.
Sounds simple, but I know it's not, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. So far, a pretty lopsided game, but still one half to play. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. For the Knicks, the first quarter was pretty even. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground and the score tied. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. Taking a look at the Knicks, Kenny, what do you think?
They're going right to the rim, finishing every chance they get. The D was helpless trying to stop them and beating them inside. I love the relentlessness and the aggressive style. This is how you impose your will on another team.
Shaq, how do you think New Orleans played?
First of all, where's the intensity on D? You think when a team is punking you like this, you at least try to put a stop to it. But nope, just keep giving up open looks, letting the lead get bigger and bigger and bigger.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Jalen Brunson has been exceptional here, guys. Wow.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Stan, the last few decades, we've seen the three become more and more necessary for offenses. Wondering if you think that's a good thing.
Well, it is, and teams not only understand the value of making a lot of three-point shots, but the threat of the three spreads out defenses and actually makes it easier for you to get shots at the rim. So the three is absolutely necessary to be a great offensive team in this league.
Quickly, is the arc too close? Should they move it, maneuver that a little bit?
Well, the skill level is really, really high. I like the suggestion of keeping the arc the same all the way around, which would eliminate the corner three.
And New York, looking at who they've got. We've got Anunoby. Towns is out there with Jay. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Wells in at the 2. And the first one at the line is good. And we've seen DeJounte Murray prove for years that he is a 20-point player.
Yeah, and Kevin, he can score as a point guard or he can be off the ball. But the best thing about DeJounte Murray, he is a great two-way player, one of the best guard defenders we have in this league.
And Greg, remember, in DeJounte Murray's rookie year, he played in the Western Conference Finals.
Murray was the youngest player in that series, playing 20 minutes a game, competing against the KD Steph Warriors. How about that for a welcome to the NBA?
Pelicans trail by 14. Wells with the steal. And here's the fast break. Wells leading the way. Huff, no good. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. McCollum dishes to Murray. New Orleans moving it around. Now here's McCollum. He's tightly guarded, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Murray for 3.
Some hard-nosed defense from Brunson. He will just stay connected defensively.
Kicks it to Wells. And here's Brunson outside. Offensive rebound. Tries yet again, and it's good on the way in. And that's now 10 points for Jay.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Now Williamson. Scoreless thus far. Back to McCollum. Shot clock at 5. Over Wells. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Brunson scanning the floor. Here's Huff. He's got 10. Here's Towns. It's hauled in by DeJounte Murray.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
Now here's Williamson. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. The Knicks leading by 16. Brunson outside. Pass to Huff. Here's Anunoby. Can't connect from short range.
Yeah, there's really no excuse for missing that one. That's just a blown opportunity.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first, but there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, DA. Thank you. Now the Pelicans have lost in the first round GA of the playoffs in 2 of the last 3 years.
And with how good the West is right now, they knew they couldn't stand pat. They felt the urgency to make some changes this offseason in order to take the next step.
New York calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
So for the Knicks, Simmons checked in for Anunoby, and Miles McBride subbed in for Wells. New Orleans on D. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Inside. And that one's good. Brunson. Brunson's got 20.
And, man, can Brunson get going in a hurry? He's got his fingerprints all over this one.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. Going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah. My wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college. And she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh, goodness. Checked in for Jalen Brunson.
Here's a look at some stats for Jay. His last 10 games have been exceptional. Getting around 12 points a game, 7 assists, and 9 rebounds. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
Yeah, when a shot is missed, he has got great instincts for where the ball is going.
Now here's McCollum. There's the 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Huff's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Murray outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Williamson. Outside for Murray. And the Pelicans miss again. New York leading by 16. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Second personal foul.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Knicks.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And we also got to highlight how lackluster the opposition has been in terms of boxing out. This team is flat out bullying them on the offensive glass.
Pelicans trail by 19. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Oh, that's blocked. Here's Huff. He's got 13. Outside, Simmons. Over Jones. And finished off by Robinson.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
And the Pelicans with possession here. The Knicks making the shot. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. And some of these distributors have been very hot from beyond the arc this season. The best three-point shooting point guards in the league. You look at Payne. He's absolutely deadly from outside.
He is so exceptional from long range that it forces the defense out and really opens things up for him, which makes it easier for him to set up his teammates.
Well, we talk often about how important spacing is. To have a point guard with the kind of range and accuracy he has helps provide exactly that.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. Chemistry at its best, an unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. Here's Alvarado. Mitchell Robinson making his last shot. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And with his percentage at 87, he's done just about everything they could have asked when it comes to free throw shooting.
And Stan, we seem to be in the midst of a big man renaissance in the NBA. And I personally love it. So that being said, which of these big stars do you like the most?
Well, that's a tough question because there's so much talent and they're all different. You've got Embiid, who is unstoppable offensively. You've got Wembanyama with his combination of size and length, skill and agility. You've got guys who can shoot the ball. But the guy that combines the most of those things that I would take, Nikola Jokic.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons.
for Mitchell Robinson.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
Alvarado with it, working on Payne, and there's the whistle, 3-second violation.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
It's stolen by Alvarado. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it, the fast break chance. Poked loose. Unhindered, going all the way. Up again, and Robinson is right there. Robinson's got 8 points in the quarter.
Look, if I'm one of his teammates, I just keep getting him the ball. He has been lights out.
Dishes it to McCollum. Passes to Williamson. And the Pelicans miss again.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
For New York, they have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
2 shots. And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
And that one misses. Wells, he's checked in for New York. He hits the second from the line. New Orleans has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And when you look at the totals, they are losing the turnover battle, and it's a big part of why they're trailing.
And the Knicks making a change here. Anunoby's checked in. The Knicks shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. McBride passes to Anunoby. Robinson left side. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
McCollum. Anunoby sends it back. And they recover it. Jones, that's for 2. Misses off the left iron. And so it's New York leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We come back right after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Elfrid Payton, and it's Misi in at the 5. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Here's Hood-Javino. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. So, Greg, you played the point. In create a player, if you had to pick a different position to play, Which would it be?
Ooh, good question, Kevin. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody.
The first one falls. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Enzo MV will bring it up for the New York Knicks. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Takes the three. McBride's shot is off. The Pelicans shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. New Orleans moving the ball around. Basket good.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
New York shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Hard against Brown. And it's blocked. On the wing, Payton. Here's Messi. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Scott the pass to Robinson. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another, it matters.
Taking 2 shots.
Two.
And he can't get the first one. So for the Knicks, Simmons comes in for Robinson. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Miles McBride. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Left side, Scott. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Payton outside. Brown outside. Simmons pulls it in. For New York, they've gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Knocked loose. Now here's Brown. The pass to Robinson Earl. Pass to Hood, Schifino. Back to Payton. 5 on the clock. Over Payne. Here's Messi. Guarded by Simmons. Messi shot is good.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
New York calls timeout. Greg, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Pass to Towns. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists tonight. And so here is New Orleans. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Here's Murray. Makes it off the glass.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, it'll take time. They need to keep stringing together positive possessions. And defensively, they need stops.
Here's Huff, following the score by DeJounte Murray.
Another stellar defensive play by Jones. Quite simply, he's a defensive ace.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And here are the Knicks now, following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Here's Wells. Pelicans pull it in. Jones looking for an opening. McCollum outside. Now here's Wells. He is guarded by McCollum. Passes it to Huff. Stan, you always emphasize defense. What do you make of the offensive surge in the NBA today?
Well, Kevin, look, skill level is the best it's ever been. Shooting range is incredible, which makes defenses have to defend more and more of the court. Rules and officiating favor the offense. It's never been harder to defend in the NBA.
It sure looks that way. You're right. And we've got an injury out on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
And I feel like we see this all too often. Injuries, they play such a big part of the game.
Yeah, these kind of things really test your depth. Hopefully it's not too serious.
And New York making a change here. Robinson's checked in. Now here is Robinson. Brunson right side. Back to Robinson. Brunson outside. Clock at 4. Trying to get open is Robinson. And Brunson gets it to go. Brunson's got 22 points.
This is the player that Brunson has become. He's capable of carrying the load offensively on any given night.
Here's Murray. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
Third team foul.
Greg, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
And the first one drops. In recent history, GA, we've seen some so-called redshirt rookies really thrive in their first season.
Oh, great call, partner. Blake Griffin, Joel Embiid, Chet Holmgren, the latest, were all forced to sit out their first year, but they got to be around the team, soak up as much knowledge as possible, and you can't really argue with the results.
The Knicks leading by 19 points. And here's Brunson. To the middle, stripped it away. Brunson against Murray. And there's the pass to McCollum. Murray outside. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
Wells with it. Got a hand on it. Jones against Anunoby. Jones in the post. Kicks it out to McCollum. Back to Jones. Pocket 6. And no good.
Well, the defense just gave him that shot, and he wasn't able to convert. Very disappointing.
Brunson the pass to Anunoby. Back to Brunson. Fires for 3. Pelicans with the rebound. Williamson looking it over. Pass to Messi. New Orleans moving the ball around. Jones kicks to Williamson. It's hauled in by Huff. Huff's got 8 rebounds in this game.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Knicks.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Jay.
Well, you know, his work on the glass was a key factor, helping to turn the tide as far as the possession game. And so often, that's the difference.
Now here's Murray. Jalen Brunson missing his last shot. Good work there as it goes.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on.
Yeah, it's so frustrating as a coach when it takes your team this long to get into a rhythm.
Some changes for New Orleans. Brown comes in for Zion Williamson. And it's Jose Alvarado in for McCollum. And a new group in for the Knicks. Simmons checked in for Jay. Josh Hart comes in for OG Anunoby. Miles McBride's checked in for Wells. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Free throw good, Murray.
Well, you know, guys, just a bunch of ways Murray contributes on both ends.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Pass to Simmons. He kicks it to Payne. It's Hart on the wing to end the cold streak, and the layup is good. And the Knicks lead by 16.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. So, for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Happy holidays, everyone. Welcome to our coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter.
Yeah, they made a lot of plays, and they were in it until the end. Just couldn't do enough to get the win.
Yeah, you know, they didn't have their best stuff, but they were still getting after it, so you got to really appreciate the effort and hustle.
Now let's check out the starters for Brooklyn. We've got DeAnthony Melton. Johnson is out there with Sharp. Then it's D'Angelo Russell, and it's Wilson in at the small forward.
Yeah, you look at Russell, and one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
Here's Davis. After the basket by Brooklyn. Pass to Miller. Jacks up a three. Gets the three to fall. All right, Clark, we're starting to close in on the midway point of the season. How do these players pace themselves for what's ahead?
You know, Brian, it's interesting. You've prepared to play a long, grueling season, so the guys are in great shape. But I think the biggest thing is to be smart about how you play, how you practice, and how you take care of your body. I think when you get between the lines, you're going 100%. How you manage the stuff off the court is really the key. Working hard, but smarter is the key to being able to be at your best late in the season.
And so it's Brooklyn with it, following the bucket by Seattle. Pass to Melton. Knocked loose. Davis against Russell. Here's Wilson. They grab their own miss. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
Miller outside. And here's Hero. Pass to Davis from behind the arc. Here's the Wizard. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Now here's Russell, and looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Here's Hero. Shoots over Melton. No good off the glass. Russell against Davis. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Pass to Russell. Back to Melton. Shot clock at 5. Fires from deep. Seattle pulls it in. Hero outside. Outside Davis. No good on the shot. Nets trail by 3. Hero against Melton. Pass to Sharp. It's deflected. Out of bounds. Nets ball as Brooklyn keeps possession. Six on the shot clock. Here's Johnson. And the Wizard pulls it down. Seattle leading by 3 to the paint. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Yeah, maybe he's not a high flyer, but Hero still loves to finish with power.
Russell deciding where to go with it. Wilson passes to Melton. Pass to Sharp. They still need this. Can't get it to go. 2 for 4 thus far. And so Hero will bring it up for Seattle. Here's the Wizard. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout. Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Seattle making a switch here. Oladipo's checked in. Let's see the stat sheet here for Cam Johnson.
And looking deeper into the numbers, specifically his shooting percentage, that has been on the rise as of late. During this month, he's been shooting the ball with terrific confidence.
Nets trail by 7. Now Russell. No points yet. Outside Johnson to stop the drought. Seattle pulls it in. The Wizards got 4 rebounds in the game. Oladipo against Johnson. Outside Davis. Here's Rain Man. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket. Rain Man's got his second basket of the game.
Good things come to those who hustle. He creates the second chance opportunity.
Claxton finds Johnson. Watford inside. Seattle pulls it in.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Rain Man, that's good.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
Here's Russell following the bucket by Seattle. Here's Claxton, and the Wizard pulls it down. The Wizards got 5 rebounds in the game. Oladipo, the pass to Rain Man. Back to Oladipo. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Nets trail by 11. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by. Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Pass to Davis. Shoots over Johnson. Claxton with a rebound. Boy, they're in a rough patch right now.
Yeah, momentum is definitely not on their side.
Outside Russell. The 3. Seattle pulls it in. Rain Man's got rebound number 5 here tonight. There's a minute 54 left in the first quarter here. Miller outside. For 3, Oladipo. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
High-value assist there, finding him inside for the finish.
And Seattle calls time here.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Wiseman, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Craig comes in for Johnson. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You take a look at the Nets. Their efforts so far have put them 5th in the conference with plenty of time left to move up.
I think for the Nets, nobody really knew what to expect from them at the start of this year. But as the season has progressed, it's clear that they are contenders.
Abundantly clear. I mean, they can compete with any team in the league, and I think they still have some upside, room for improvement.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
First personal foul.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
And it's clear that's a change for the better from what he was able to do at the free throw line a year ago, guys.
First free throw is good. And so Craig nails both of them. Seattle leading by 7. Henderson scanning the floor. Simons outside. 50 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now. Johnson inside. Defended by Henderson. Johnson with a bucket. 41 seconds left in the first quarter. Simons outside. Pass to Valentine. Tries it from 16. Drained it for 2 points.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Here's Craig. Back to Johnson. There's 14 seconds left in the first. Just 5 to shoot. Fires it from 18. Off the left rim and out. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Seattle out in front, up 7. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take on Seattle so far?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Well, Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint. But if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with easy looks inside.
They've got Kelly Olynyk, Henderson out there with Anthony Simons, and it's Valentine in at the 5. And for Brooklyn, Johnson is out there with DeAnthony Melton. Then it's Torrey Craig. Then there's James Wiseman, and it's Wilson in at the 3.
Supersonics foul. Scoot Henderson. First personal foul. First team foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
The line for the Nets. Keon Johnson. 2 shots.
And he drops it first. Oladipo's checked in for Seattle. Tyler Hero comes in for Simons. And a change for the Nets. Sharp, he's checked in for Craig. Good on both. Hero with it. Victor Oladipo is out there with Tyler Hero. Then it's Kelly Olynyk, and it's Valentine in at the 5. Here's Sensabaugh. Clock at 6. Wilson grabs the board.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
And then for the Brooklyn Nets, they've got Johnson. Sharp out there with Wiseman. Then there's DeAnthony Melton. And it's Wilson in at the 3, small forward.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And for Seattle, they've got Victor Oladipo. He's out there with Tyler Hero. And it's Sensabaugh in at the small forward position.
You're busting his way inside. Hero making sure he kept moving toward the hoop.
And the Nets with possession here, following the bucket by Seattle.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Miller's checked in for Olynyk. Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Russell comes in for Johnson. Melton against Oladipo. Pass to Sensabaugh. Now Hero. Oh, deflected. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Sharp. And here's what the schedule for Brooklyn looks like. On Wednesday, they go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic. Then on Friday, they'll host the Toronto Raptors.
And for that matchup with the Pistons, you'd be hard-pressed to find a more even pairing in the league. That one promises to be a really closely fought battle.
Here's Hero. Pass to Sensabaugh. 6 to shoot. The putback. Sharp grabs the miss. Nets trail by 5. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
You got to do more than that to stop Hero. He's superb at staying under control.
Outside Sharp. Pass to Melton. Here's Wilson. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Melton misses. Seattle leading by 5. Here's Valentine. And here's Oladipo. Here's Valentine. Down low. Here's Hero. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Hero's got 8.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Timeout called. Brooklyn.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. Taking a look at the Supersonics, and so far they own the 9th best record in the conference. Not where they'd like to be.
Checking out Seattle, They've had some terrific moments this season, but where's the big leap upward that we've been waiting for?
Yeah, and you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year anyway.
Johnson with a bucket.
He could have walked to the basket.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Davis finds Hero. Miller outside. Back to Hero. There's the three. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Let's make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
To the inside. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Now here's Melton. No points so far. Johnson passes to Sharp. Back to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Melton outside. And the three off target. Seattle leading by 6. Here's the Wizard. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
Now here's Johnson. And the layup is good off the glass. Johnson's got 6 in the quarter.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
Now here's Davis. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback. Miller's got 5 points.
Great anticipation on the tip in. He was ready to make that play.
Russell against Davis. Pass to Melton. Johnson with it. Shot from 12. Rain Man grabs the board. Rain Man's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's the Wizard. Brooklyn pulls it in. Here's Wilson. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Sharp.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Soft touch off the glass.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
And Seattle calls time here.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Teams deciding to change it up. There's 1:47 left in the first half of this game. Simons finds Henderson.
Yeah, despite standing about 6'2", Henderson has a big-time vertical, and he plays a lot bigger than his height.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Seattle.
You figured they might want to come out and run, and it's been the key for them early. They are just feasting on fast break chances.
Hey, I know analytics shuns the mid-range game, but I tell you what, these guys have the shooters that can knock them down, and they're making it pay tonight.
That's good from Henderson.
You have to love how Scoot Henderson plays beyond his size. I mean, using the quickness and agility to get the better of bigger players. I mean, that's impressive for a young guy to be doing.
Henderson hits them both. 1:35 left in the first half. Now Johnson. Give him 8. Pass to Watford. Back to Johnson. 6 to shoot. On target from range. Johnson's got 7 now in this quarter.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
1:02 left in the second period. And again, it's Seattle missing. Nets trail by 5. Wiseman, the pass to Johnson. Inside. Claxton down low. Seattle pulls it in. Rain Man's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
First personal foul, second team foul.
Seattle shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Number 12, taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he makes a first. Valentine's checked in for Seattle. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's blocked. And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession. Seattle making a switch here. Sensabaugh is checked in. We've got 22 seconds left in the second. The 3 from Craig. Knocks it down from distance. Craig's got 5 now.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
Outside Johnson. Over Henderson. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so that brings the first half to a close. Seattle out in front, up by 6. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Checking out Seattle. Kenny, what was your impression?
I like what they've done on the glass. Boxing out, reacting quickly, playing with an aggressive attitude. They set a physical tone where now everyone gets a chance to recalibrate. We'll see if this rebounding dominance can extend into the second half.
And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
Well, it's been a big night for the guys off the bench so far. Their scoring has given them a real spark. I think we can expect a few more minutes for the reserves than usual tonight.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. How about Tyler Hero displaying all of his skills today?
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. On the floor for Brooklyn. Sharp out there with Cameron Johnson. Then there's DeAnthony Melton. Then it's D'Angelo Russell. And it's Wilson in at the three.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
Nets trail by 8. Russell with the ball. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Here's Johnson. From down in the low post, it goes. And so Hero will bring it up for the Supersonics. Pass to Davis. Yep, that one goes.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Now here's Russell. And here's Johnson. Outside for Russell. 5 on the clock. Melton outside. Here's the three. Davis with a rebound.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Here's Rainman. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Seattle shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
Number 12.
And he knocks down the first one. Second free throw, no good. Nets trail by 9. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Right side, Russell. Pass to Melton. Basket's good. Melton's got his first points in this one.
You know, he may lack size, but Melton's an effective scorer inside. He plays bigger than he is.
Hero, the pass to Miller. Back to Hero. Here's the Wizard, guarded by Sharp. Now Hero. He's off on the layup. Melton against Hero. Melton passes to Russell. Now here's Sharp. Here's Wilson. Still no points. Tipped. They get it back. Boy, he overdid it there. Too much force on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant one.
He might be lucky just to get a flagrant one there. Lots of contact on that play, and the officials could have gone with a more severe call.
Well, he better be on his best behavior from this point forward. One more flagrant of any kind, and he's out of this game. The first one falls. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Oladipo's checked in for Hero. Nick Claxton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Pass to Russell. Seattle pulls it in.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Now here's Davis. Oladipo's got space. Offensive rebound. Rain Man misses in close. Nets trail by 6. Here's Melton. Good work defensively by Oladipo.
Hey, the struggle is real. He hasn't found much success with his offense today.
And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And it's Seattle with the ball. Rain Man, the pass to Oladipo. Here's the Wizard. Here's Miller. And again, it's Seattle missing.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Outside Johnson to the middle. Oh, got a piece of it. The Wizard passes to Davis. Pass to Oladipo. Claxton with the block. And they get it back. And the shot's good. The Wizards got 10 points in the game. Nets trail by 8. Now here's Russell. He's scoreless. Melton outside. The 3 is up. Seattle pulls it in. Rain Man's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Here's the Wizard. Claxton with the block. Davis against Russell. Shakes him. And the Wizard pulls it down. The Wizard's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Rain Man, that's good. He's got 11.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Brooklyn calls timeout.
You know, he could see his squad was losing momentum, losing steam. Smart timeout to let them catch their breath and reset.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Wiseman, the pass to Watford. Pass to Claxton. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Now here's Henderson. Outside Olynyk. Rejected by Claxton. And he recovers it. The shot by Olynyk, no good.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense. That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
Here's Henderson following the bucket by Brooklyn. Pass to Simons. And Watford pulls it down. Nets trail by 8. Oh, Lennox with some nice D.
2 minutes.
Driving to the basket, and a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Seattle?
These guys have incredible stamina based on how they've been running the floor, using speedy transition play to get fast break points.
I love the fact they've done tremendous work on the offensive glass. A lot of second chance opportunities as they've kept that ball alive.
The first free throw is good. Brooklyn making a switch here. Wilson's checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Nets trail by 10. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
He shoots. Second chance effort. Craig, good. Craig's got 7 points in the game.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboard.
Pass to Simons. The shot from the low post is good. Simons got his second bucket.
Digging deep, Simons to the hole himself. You know, I have to admire a guy like Anthony Simons. Early in his career, he was seen as undersized, but with his skill and pure athleticism, he balances the scales against bigger players, and he's become a ferocious scorer.
6 on the shot clock. Lets it fly. The shot by Watford, no good. Seattle leading by 10. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball.
Nets ball.
Hero, he's checked in for Seattle.
Hero.
Nets trail by 10. Now Watford, still without a bucket. Pass to Craig, to the paint. Here's Wiseman. James Wiseman, a monster down low.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Ooh, rejected by Wiseman. Johnson against Hero. Johnson passes to Craig. Back to Johnson. Launches it. Seattle pulls it in. Here's Sensabaugh. Off target at the rim. And so it's Seattle, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. 8-point game. They've got Miller, Davis out there with Tyler Hero. And it's Sensabaugh in at the power forward position. He goes up. Off with the layup.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him, trying to shut the door on this one.
Russell, that's good.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Miller. Over to the left wing. Here's Valentine. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Nets trail by 8. Johnson with it. Pass to Russell. And here's Craig. Claxton finds Johnson. No good from outside. Seattle leading by 8. Davis with it. Claxton picks him up. Miller left side. Here's Valentine. Over Johnson. Shots good by Valentine.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Now here's Russell. Pass to Johnson. Knocked away. Stolen by Miller. To the inside. Davis. And finished off by Davis.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Seattle on offense. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. With a step back. Valentine can't get it to go. And now the Nets on the break. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul, first team foul. Shooting for Brooklyn. Cameron Johnson at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Johnson. Now that we have a few years of reference, it's safe to say the NBA play-in tournament has been a roaring success, Grant.
Yeah, I agree, BA. And people forget it was created in the peak of the pandemic. The league set up a lifeline for teams that lost key players to COVID, but it has turned into something much, much greater.
And Johnson drops them both.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Pass to Valentine. Here's Rain Man. Rejected by Claxton. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Claxton. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. 4 on the clock. Pass to Rain Man. Puts up a deep 3. He's off on that one.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Stolen by Russell. Melton against Oladipo. Melton misses. Seattle leading by 10. Outside Davis. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter here. They get the rebound. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
To the left side wing. Pass to the Wizard. And here's Davis. Up and over Russell. Here's the Wizard. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. That one's no good. And Russell's got the ball here for the Nets. Trailing by 13. Melton misses. Here's Valentine, the Wizard. And he's now 6 for 11 after that one.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
Nets trail by 15. Brooklyn calls timeout.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game.
You know, the defense pulled out every gimmick and trick they could to try to break up his rhythm, but once he got into the zone in terms of his shooting, he never let the defense bother him at all and kept finding high-quality shots.
Well, after losing a couple in a row, it's always great to see someone like him up the ante like this. He was the main reason why they got this victory. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Jordy Fernandez's huddle. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying, we have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging. Guys?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. And he gets that one.
I just love the ball movement.
Nets trail by 17. Now here's Melton. Russell against Davis. Russell, the pass to Melton. 5 to shoot. Over Oladipo. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Oladipo.
He's off on the first.
Well, you know, from role player to star, Oladipo's transformation has been remarkable. I mean, he's a guy who is really hungry to be an all-time great.
And he sinks the second. Now Russell. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
To halt the run. And too long on the shot. Seattle leading by 18. Davis with it. Here's the Wizard. Rebounded by Johnson. And Brooklyn with possession here.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Melton. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Melton. Seattle making a switch here. Heroes checked in. .156 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Davis. Melton against Hero. Rebounded by Johnson. Nets trail by 18. Outside Russell. Melton on the wing. Over the past few seasons, we've seen a big youth movement in the NBA, Clark, with average age dropping to an all-time low.
Yeah, those are the facts, and it's great that there's so much talent. I don't dismiss or discount that at all, but you still have to have a level of value and appreciation for what experienced veterans can bring to your makeup and to your team. That experience is invaluable. Very few teams win at a high level without having a blend of young talent and talented experience.
So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Wiseman, he's checked in for Claxton. Craig comes in for Johnson. Johnson, he's checked in for Melton. And Watford subbed in for Russell.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Supersonics.
And at first glance, it appeared to be an easy win for them. However, they had to weather some storms along the way, Grant.
Yeah, in terms of competitiveness, it was a lot closer than the final score indicates.
And for the year, this will give them win number 17.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in the two-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for the Wizard.
Well, his defense was tremendous tonight. Really, really high level. He was a pest, forced the opponents into a lot of turnovers.
And the free throw, no good. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Down low. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, BA. They deserve the win.
Henderson outside. Pass to Valentine. And it's Wiseman with the rebound. Up top, Johnson. So we see Seattle get the win here. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. So long, everyone.